Hi, Genki desu. In this video I want to talk about my hands-on experience with Sonic Frontiers for the Nintendo Switch. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. So, over the last couple of months, I had the opportunity to play Sonic Frontiers 2 times. The first time was last month at the Tokyo Game Show, in which Sega had a massive booth with loads of demo units for Sonic Frontiers. There I tried out the PC version of Sonic Frontiers. And just last week, I got to try out Sonic Frontiers again, this time at Yodobashi Camera in Akihabara, where they were doing public demos for the new Sonic game. Here I got to try out the Switch version. I lined up at Yodobashi Camera in Akihabara to play the new Sonic Frontiers game. There were 2 demo units for PlayStation 5 and 4 demo units for the Nintendo Switch. After lining up, they gave me the Nintendo Switch version to try out. The Nintendo Switch version runs really well. Although there is a big downgrade in graphics and resolution from the PC and next gen versions, the game still runs smoothly and is still fun and enjoyable to play. The demo starts you out in the open world area of Sonic Frontiers. It's kind of an overcast area with green open wide fields. After walking through some of the first areas, you're greeted with tutorials that teach you the control. Then you encounter some enemies in which to do battle with. You can do the jump and boost attack to attack the enemy, and if you keep pressing the attack button, you do a punch and kick combo to deal damage to the enemies. Holding the R2 shoulder button allows you to sprint at a much faster speed while traversing the open world. It was really cool traveling around the area. As you can see here, the Switch version has a lower resolution compared to the next gen and PC versions, especially when playing in handheld mode. I could also notice the effects have been much more simplified for the Switch version, but the game still runs decently and still is enjoyable to play. In the open world area, there are speed boost pads on the ground and rings dotted throughout the environment. There are also the jump bumpers that you can homing attack into to boost up into the air, and there are also grapple hooks on wires that will pull you up to different areas. Some of the traversal is a bit difficult, especially when you go into the air and you have to boost to the homing pads and onto the grinding lines. When you fall down, it's hard to get back up to those places, but I think you need more time with the game to traverse the open world area more comfortably. Also, in the gameplay demo, they introduced the side loop, which is an ability that makes Sonic draw a light stream behind him as he runs around. When you close the loop into a circle, it unleashes an attack on whatever's inside the circle. It was a cool ability that you could use to unlock items in hidden areas and activate different switches. After going through to the next area, you are faced with this shrine in which you'd have to bring it different gears to open up, and then a boss would appear which you'd have to battle. The boss in the demo was a big giant robot which had rings around it that you'd have to attack to defeat. As you attack the rings in the enemy's body, the enemy got smaller and smaller, and also had this guard ring around it that would deflect attacks and try to protect it. In that case, you'd have to use the side loop ability to draw a light trail around the enemy to damage it and get in, so you would be able to attack it further with your homing attack and punch and kick combos. I felt the boss was really cool and interesting to fight against. I did die once or twice as the enemy jumps up in the air and flies around and then stamps down to attack you. In the game, the health system is using the ring. You have 1 or 2 chances to get hit without losing your rings, and then once you lose your rings, the next hit means game over. In the boss attack, I died once, in which the boss attacked me and I didn't have enough time to pick up the rings to regain health. Once I died, I had to restart the boss battle again in the beginning. After defeating the boss, I was teleported to a new action-based area, which were more like traditional Sonic levels. The music was really awesome in this level, and the gameplay was more like your traditional Sonic games, with more areas that have more variety in their look and a very linear design, as you have to get from A to B to complete these sections, like the more traditional Sonic game. I really enjoyed the music and the fast pace of these sections, so I can see the game has a duality of this more slow-paced open world exploration with giant bosses to defeat versus the more traditional linear levels in these more interesting environments. In previous interviews, they said that 2/3 of the game will be in this open world environment, while the other third will be in this more linear level environment. All in all, I really enjoyed both times playing this demo at TGS and in Yodobashi Camera. The game is really fun and it'll definitely be a day one pickup for me. I think I'll be preferring to get the PlayStation 5 version just for the more graphical fidelity and better frame rate and higher resolution, but I also think the Switch version plays really well too, especially if you want to just play in handheld mode. I think whatever version of the game you get, you'll have a great time. Also, I can't wait to try out these new soap shoes from Sonic Adventure 2. I was a big fan of 3D Sonics from Sonic Adventure 2, and ever since I've been waiting for another fun and amazing 3D Sonic game, and this looks like the closest thing since then, and I'm super hyped to try out the full game when it releases on November 8th. 2022. This is definitely a day one for me. I had a really fun time at Yodobashi Camera and got to meet Sonic 2, and I can't wait for this game to come out. Thanks for checking out this video. Please leave any questions you have in the comments below, and also please support my Patreon at patreon.com/GenkiGamer, GenkiGamer, and I'll see you in the next video. じゃあね!